안녕, 친구. It is time. It is time indeed. Okay, so this is going to be a new experiment for me because I don't have a pencil with me. And it's just like, okay, I guess I'm just not gonna have pencils. But I have tons of color pencils that I've been meaning to use extensively. So yeah, it's kind of random what I got going on right here. But you know, that's how I like it. I like it a little bit chaotic and making order out of chaos. That's just what I do. So with that being said, I'll be drawing the monster Itilin. This is a monster that keeps popping up in my head. I've been trying to like get it out, but it won't go out on its own. Praying it out won't work. So it's like literally keeping me up at night. So I'm like, okay, fine. I guess sounds weird, but I guess God wants me to draw this monster. And this thing, Itilin, it does have a purpose in my story. We're gonna start with purple because purple is the most daring color, of course. Or it's actually violet, so violet. Okay, so this. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I'm not gonna be erasing anything. I'm just going to adapt and adapt and adapt as much as I possibly can. And hopefully, you know, the colors will make sense. Now, typically, I actually am better at, I'm better at black and white, like traditional colors. However, again, like I said, I don't have my pencil with me, or I pretty much use like all of it. But we're gonna use this as the eraser shreds, or as the sharpener shreds. Okay, I don't know if it's a good one, but it is one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using like a lot of shading techniques that I haven't used in a hot minute, like stippling, which is like the little dot stuff. I forget what like the lines, I forget what that's called, but you know, you can just look that up. Okay, so basically this is like a spider, like skeleton hybrid. I'm not really scared of spiders necessarily. I just think that, you know, they're cool to look at from afar, but just don't touch me. And then we'll be okay. So, and this monster particularly has really crazy eyes. So we're gonna make it a little like less obvious here. It's really gonna be a journey that we're gonna go on with this. So I really hope you guys are ready because this is a lot. When I was younger, I actually avoided horror films. I didn't even like to go into dark movie theaters. It just wasn't my style. I didn't like it at all because of this reason right here. I am so incredibly sensitive to sights and visual stuff, and it really affects me. And now, ooh, yeah, this is gonna end up really good. Okay, this has to move now because we're gonna be kind of flying all over the place. So now, what's happening is that I'm just embracing it all, and and seeing where it goes. the real question, like, I know I can definitely, like, create a really, really good, scary film. But the real question is, like, what is the end goal? I don't want the end goal to be to make people miserable, because that's not fun at all. Because again, I used to be deathly scared of really gross horror films, especially ones with blood, especially ones with weird demons and monsters. I'm just not a fan of it. However, there are lessons to be learned with these types of creatures. Okay, so, and I really do think, yeah, these are like the ribs here. You guys see where I'm going with this? Are we still rolling? Yeah, we're still rolling. Give a thumbs up. Oh, you probably can't really see it that well, but trust me, you'll be able to see it within an hour or so. Okay. Good. So we're just doing like the bare skeleton bones of the legs. So they're very simplistic. Well, maybe I should like. This kind of reminds me of like a centipede. Because I'll be okay. So we're gonna make his spine do one of these. We're gonna make it do one of these. It's gonna arch, lay down, and then curve over here. And then the tailbone is like right here. Okay. Does that show up on the thing right there? Yeah, it does. So let's just like color this in a little bit so you guys can kind of see where I'm getting at. And then let's just do like some of the spinal bones. And these are just basic shapes. It's not even pretty right now, because what I do is just save a bunch of time and save a bunch of headache when it comes to structures. This is why I used to read geometry books when I was younger, because I find shapes super, super fascinating. Okay, yeah. Now, mind you, this monster is mainly white, so the fact that I'm putting this much color into it, it seems kind of ridiculous, but it's gonna make a lot of sense because I do have some white here, so I can like blur a lot of the stuff out. And again, what do I want to make you guys feel? I don't want to make you guys feel hopeless and like completely dead inside. I want you guys to feel like, okay, this monster is a monster, but it's manageable. Like I see it, whatever, but I can like get away from it, or I can tell it just to leave, or I can just click off of the video if you actually get scared by it, which you actually may well be, because again, my visions are just super intense, and it's just too much sometimes. So I get it. I get it. I do. Okay, so I'm using a lot of purple because I really do like the color purple. Okay, so, and it's also an emancipated monster as well. And you may have some like weird like bumps and whatever. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, let me just do this real quick. There's nothing behind the paper because I remember when I was younger, a lot of people accuse me of tracing, and it's like, I don't trace my stuff, never have, never will. And that's just lame. Why would you want to trace your stuff? I have no idea. Like, are people that lazy that they can't even... I'm sorry. It's just too much sometimes. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Where is this thing's neck? Man, I may have to... Okay, I know now. Okay, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, I see now. So his head is turned like downward. So what I gotta do is like flatten his head a bunch more, like that. It's kind of like a scorpion, honestly. Which I'm not a big fan of scorpions, so that makes sense. Okay, so that's the skull. Now we're gonna go to like the cheekbones, kind of. If you guys are wondering where this picture comes up in my story, Konok-san, then you're gonna have to ask me directly because I'm not saying it because it's just way too much. But if you want to know, ask me, email me. Because here's what we're not gonna do. We're not going to let somebody take this concept and pretend like it's theirs. We're not gonna do that. Because this is way too good. This is way too good to be sharing with everybody all at once. Again, I'm assuming most TV shows and most movies are not made in a day. They take a lot of people and a lot of process and a lot of convincing, especially on the writer's part, to get actualized. So, since we all are pretty visually oriented people, what is best is just to show and not tell. Then you guys would be interested. That's how people work. Okay. This kind of reminds me of Venom, honestly, from Spider-Man. So yes, Itilin has this crazy smile that is absolutely bonkers. Imagine like a mask, you know, like just like a skeleton mask. It's kind of like that, but like with the smile, like absolutely like from like ear to ear. And some black. Okay, here we go. There we are. There you are. Do some erasing, not erasing, some sharpening. Honestly, y'all, like I was watching Peter's live stream, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't even watch it anymore. I'm like, I gotta just like do my own thing right now, because he's like all in this like drama with these females. I'm like, I don't even want to be a part of it because here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna pretend like I care about petty drama with females. I just don't even like it. I'm just not about it. It's nothing personal. It's just not my cup of tea. It really isn't. But I know what he likes to do is help people out, especially females. He just genuinely likes to help people, so I get it, but it's just too annoying sometimes. Should I do like a little, yeah. It's like a little like nose, like a little like bridge, maybe it's like a smidge. Yeah, it's like a little. I'm trying to see what the definition is though. Should we do the eyes yet? I don't know. How is it looking on that? Yeah, it looks crazy. And by the way, nobody's watching live, so that is good because I don't have time to be looking at the live stream and then focusing on the drawing here. But again, this is for the record. No music involved because YouTube will shut down your live stream in a hot minute if you play music. Nothing. Just art. Itilin. And this is basically a demon. This demon is attached to Lehyu. If you don't know, Lehyu has like the long blonde hair. He's Korean. That's the most notable thing that I can say about him. I mean, other things too, but like just visually speaking. So this thing attached itself to Lehyu through Chanyeol, which is Paiwan in the series, who's also Korean, but he is like a former witch. So again, not good stuff here. Not good stuff at all. Is his chest too big? I think so. Yes, it's way too big. What am I gonna do about that one? Okay, maybe I can. Okay, imagine him having like a collarbone, maybe. Ooh. And like again, very emancipated, so and disfigured. So really, his chest should be like a little bit like lopsided. And then his shoulders should be like up here. And then armpit. And I can't even imagine what actual graphic designers have to do. Like I've fiddled around with this right here, Clip Studio Paint Pro, but it is super hard. The learning curve to this is redonkulous. Okay, so I mean I love this, but it's so hard. I think I have a cousin who probably uses this, and he does like anime and stuff like that, or manga drawings. Yeah, I'm gonna outsource that for real. I'm gonna just outsource the writing and the graphic designing and the like I'm just gonna draw it, and hopefully people that get it can translate it for me in the proper form, because I can't do everything here. But what I can do is draw it out. Okay, so this is looking really good actually. I'm actually pretty proud of myself here. Okay. So where's the other shoulder? Is it right there? Something like that. Let's make some like weird, just like irregular marks, because this is not a perfect creature. It has scars and lashes or whatever else you want to call it. So let's just like cut it up a little bit. Just like cut up just a bit. Does he have like beady eyes? Yeah, he sure does. I can't imagine this is how like Stephen King must feel when he writes. It's just like, listen, this is just how it is. I'm sorry if I offend, but this is just how it is. Okay, so I want him to look more up. So let's try this. So the eyeballs are gonna be kind of like hidden in the socket, because again it's like a hybrid, like a skeleton hybrid. So what's really gonna happen here? I gotta like make it like upward more so. Okay, this is gonna be a hard fix, but I think I can do it. Make him look like he's looking at the camera. It's just terrifying. We're facing our fears. Facing our fears. Okay? This is how we survive, y'all. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And also, this is pretty iconic too. Like, who, like, wouldn't you want to see how, like, Da Vinci, like, drew Mona Lisa? You know? I would want to know. That'd be cool. So, I'm not saying I'm that caliber, but this is pretty crazy. I can see the scene in my head so clearly. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I actually tried to, like, push the story off for years now. For years. And because the quarantine, I have no other choice but to like get it out. It's like, well, if it comes to fruition, then cool. If it doesn't, then okay. I did. Either way, I did my best, and I kept my sanity. See, so we got some meaty thighs here. So let's make that a thing here. Meaty thighs, muscles, and some, like some red. It looks a little too happy right now. So how are you gonna make that not a thing? Alyssa, how are you gonna do this? Like bloodshot eyes that usually does chip a lot of the time. Gosh, is it? Can we have multiple pupils maybe? That's not a bad idea. Just make it like a little bit more tolerable to look at, because before it was not tolerable to look at. Now it's a little bit more tolerable. Oh jeez. Okay, this is like a lot. This is really intense, but it must be done. We have to show our demons, or they'll just keep coming up. I don't know about you, but I am quite frankly tired of them bothering me alone. You guys get to carry the burden now. This is too much. Okay, this is looking way better. And I put this like blue in here. Way less heavier. And it's also a lesson on how colors work, and how colors can just change the mood instantly. And lines, curves. I like to do curves. I don't like to, clearly, as you can see, I don't like to do straight lines unless I'm like slashing and dashing. I like to do curves almost always. How many legs? I feel like he only has 6 legs. Yeah, he only has 6 legs. Why am I making more legs here? Let's calm down. Calm yourself. So this leg's gonna be very interesting because this, like, he's kind of like, imagine being like in a corner of a wall. This leg's gonna be like the one that has like the craziest feet that is actually attaching him to the wall. Circles are here to show that there is bending and curvage and all that. I gotta say, man, I'm good. I'm good. And honestly, his feet are so big that I'm gonna have to like go off the paper here. Like it's not gonna be complete. But I can draw another picture of him. Like this is actually like the easiest thing. The harder thing is to draw these these boys and these people because it's just like ridiculous. But you know, I am getting better at drawing people, especially men. Women come more naturally to me, but I've been, you know, trying to get into drawing men, and I'm getting way better at it. The more I try to do it, it's like a little bit of yellow. This creature is actually more yellow and red than blue, but I have to put in the blue just to ease the tension a little bit because you guys are probably on edge right now. Please don't watch this video at nighttime. Please don't do it. That's gonna be my disclaimer. Don't do it. You don't want that. That's why I'm doing this in the broad daylight, okay? So yeah, I feel like he has something on his head. Yeah, maybe. I got you on my mind. I got you on my mind. Oh yeah. And I will do some shading, I promise. This is just the structural part. You know, you guys should know this by now. I reserve shaving, or not shaving, shading, until the absolute last minute, until I literally have no choice but to do it. Because I just don't like it so much. It's just too depressing. It's just like, oh gosh, I have to like, well, first of all, I have to like use up all of like, you know, the colors and all like the pencils and stuff. It just, actually, you know, this is very, it's just, you just have to use so much of the color pencil or the pencil. It just makes you just like, man, like, I have like good color pencils and I have to use it all in shading? Like, what? It's not fun. So we got his knuckles here. Let's make it like really obvious. People forget that we have knuckles, especially when we draw. Don't like that at all. So that's one leg, two leg. And I'll come back to this. kind of getting tired of looking at this light, especially. It does look good, but it's I just can't look at it anymore. Okay, moving on. Let's make this joint like right here. It's gonna be kind of weird. So let's kind of make his muscle like that, and have this leg hide underneath that leg. Okay, and let's have like these fingers also attached to the wall, but like have like maybe like two, or I guess three at this point. 3 fingers attached to the wall, and then the other 2 are just kind of dangling, being really just like nonchalant. Like, I don't need to use you right now. Let's not even try to use you. Hide some of it underneath the other leg. The other appendages kind of just intermingling with each other almost. It's just like a confusing hot mess. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much, you guys. Oh, it's so peaceful. How is this peaceful? It is to me. Mind you, on my free time, I really just listen to K-pop and eat, and you know, I'm actually starting to watch more Disney movies, if anything. And I'm starting to realize how depressing they are too. So it's just like, why is everything so depressing? I'm over it. Not in mine, but like, Konok-san, like, what's gonna happen in that TV show is this, right? It's gonna seem like it's depressing, but really, it's like really dark comedy, just poking fun at all the, especially the horror tropes, and the drama and the mystery and like all of these like really dark themes. We're just gonna make fun of it all, and then add a layer of romance to it, because obviously we need a good romance story, because we have been like just starved of a good one in pretty much every single medium, and I think that's just unacceptable at this point in time. Again, email me if you want to know the details of the story. But right now, we're still trying to show the world what, like, the characters in it and all that. We're actually gonna smudge it a little bit. Let's just like get a little dirty, right? My hands are clean, but like, let's just like smudge a little bit. Just, you know, it's just like, it's too clean cut. Nothing too crazy, just like just like show that it's a human being touched it. Even the eyes, okay? And this way, shading would be way more easier because they're already like gradients that you gotta work with. Honestly, this is a technique that I have never done before. Just straight up, just like, just like put my hand in my jawline. Actually pretty weird. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. All right, I'm looking at the screen there. We are getting here. Let's move this a little bit down. It's like a smudge. Okay. Can you guys see me? I guess you guys can see me. Itilin. Okay. We gotta do it. We gotta do it, because I'm almost done with it, honestly. So we gotta start shading. Where's my black? Did I lose my black thing? Oh, there you go. There you are. Alright. Yep, that is definitely. Yep, that's him. That's him. It's kind of like gothically beautiful in a way. I have to say, I really do, because like it is like my mind actualized in real life, but it's terrifying. But it's like a part of me is like, okay, well, I guess this is like part of me. Right. And these are gonna be mostly like yellowish, like most of ours. Well, definitely like a little. Well, mine's not that yellow, but it's definitely like not white, not the way I want it. So it's going to look very similar. And then also gonna have some like bruising, like abrasions, like on his skeleton, ectoskeleton. I haven't used that word in a while. Ectoskeleton. Kind of messed up there. That's okay. I'm trying to see, how should the cheekbones? I feel like I'm missing something like here. It should be more sunken in. I feel like it should be more fuller. Maybe his like skull should be more like sunken in. Yeah, that looks more accurate. Oh, it's like on the top of this, like little eggs are inside. Oh man, this is getting wild, but I like it. I like it. It's mostly shading at this point. Come on, Alyssa, you can do it. Don't be scared of shading. You can do it. It's gonna be like this every single episode. Like, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Jeez Louise. And I really debated, you guys. I'm like, should I just do like a recording and then do like edit the speech all? But I remember last time when I drew Pierre, it just took too much time, and that like discouraged me from doing anything or doing it again. So like, let me just do it like the most simplest way I can possibly think of, and then I won't be so intimidated when I gotta do it. That's how I cope with it, at least. Make like some of the intrusions like more spikier than others. Just like some, not like a bunch, just like some. And the shading here, obviously this spies on the forefront. And yes, we're not going to care about like smudging it with my palm. This literally makes it better. So I'm thinking the light will come from like down here, from this corner up. So we're gonna do like a little yellow, like shining light. Is falling light, like that. And then just to, in preparation, we know that this open space is going to be black pretty much, or blackish tannish. So we're already going to start now. Now I really do have to start shading. Like not even just shading, just straight out blacking out the entire piece of paper. And this is like sketch paper, like professional sketching paper. So make no mistake, this is what it's meant for. The only problem that I may have is that I have to like, the edges are gonna be kind of crazy. But let's see if I can do it. Hope I'm not in the way. This is like so my happy place. I'm so zen out right now. I'm so calm right now. I'm actually quite shocked. And again, I don't like using straight lines. I like using curves, circular motions, and circles in general. So that's what I'm doing to make the background. Is a wall that he is on, but it's just kind of weird right now. I feel like I should definitely make the corner of the wall like that. Yeah, it looks pretty accurate. So the only straight line that you'll see is like this one, and or make some cracks in here. Some like looks like cracking and decaying. He is in a person's house. Like this is actually a scene from the movie, not the movie, the TV show. So this is really like what it's gonna look like, pretty much. Okay, so maybe like the corner of the wall. Should go upward or should go downward? Man, it should go straight. No, it has to go upward. Okay, fair enough. Is that good enough? Maybe the line's too close. Looks like an easy telltale close right here. Okay. It has to go all the way up then. You know what I really want? I want to have like the biggest competitive like race to 1 million subscribers with Pierre. I know that sounds kind of crazy, right? Because I only have 1,000 and whatever. It's actually shrinking, but the thing is that I know if I really wanted to, I can get 1 million in 2 months max, because I know exactly what to do, and it's just so easy. Like numbers, if all it is a number, right? The number of subscribers you have, and all it is the algorithm that YouTube has. Guess what? There's a way to hack it in a way that's not illegal. I mean, obviously there are people that like legit hack the system and have bots being their subscribers, but I'm not talking about that. I don't know anything about that. What I'm talking about is straight up posting stuff every day commenting and replying to your or to your audience, commenters or whatever, and giving them just like the most like love that you can, like unconditional love. Obviously, it's not conditional because you want their subscriptions, but it's so easy to get people to trust you. Even when you're drawing monsters, it seems crazy, but people love the honesty. I'm just being real, and it's just like, really, I don't even want the attention that much. I just want like my story to be told, but I realized that, you know, a lot of people cannot separate the artist from the artist. It's just not possible. You know, I like people, I like all kinds of people and all kinds of artists. Really, I really do. And, but like the thing is that, like people get themselves in trouble when they have such high expectations for the artist. And it's like, no, they're just giving you they're just giving you what you want, you know, what the audience wants. Oftentimes the audience doesn't even know what they want. So we're like having to like play these mind games and like these like guessing games. It's like, okay, maybe people will like this. Okay, let me do a little bit of this. Okay, let me do a little bit of that. Alright, that's not really working. Okay, nobody cares about that. Let me do a little bit of this. It's a constant like, you know, tug of war. Which I'm not even complaining. I like it. Like that's just my life. That's what I like to do. But it really is a lot. But no, for real, like, the thing with Pierre, like, it really is all fun and games. I'm just trying to see how I can get his attention. Because, like, he is such an anomaly. Like, I can't, he's just so layered. Like, it's kind of like the Shrek scene. It's like how he's like, donkey, I'm like an onion, like, peel back into some more layers. It's like that. I like people like that. Like, they are not boring at all. They got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff, and I want to explore, but do it very, very carefully. You can't just go out and do stuff. You got to do things very strategically and very carefully. Oh, this is looking like an awesome picture. You guys don't even know what you're getting yourselves into. You don't even know. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Corner of the walls there. Should this be like this right here? Let's see. Actually, yeah, that would actually balance it out quite a bit if that was a straight line. Because there's too much waviness going on over here. It needs to like balance out eventually. So let's make that happen. And hey, listen, if you guys are into like video editing, and if you want to like work with me in terms of like editing this stuff down and like actually doing like a speed draw version of this, posting it on YouTube and or, you know, IGTV, Instagram TV or Instagram, again, hit me up on my email because I would love to work with you guys. I need to outsource a lot of these things that I just simply do not have time for. Do I like to edit? Of course I do. Well, kind of. Or do I mind editing? No, I don't mind editing videos. I don't mind doing anything. I don't mind making music. I don't mind dancing. I don't mind drawing, really. But I just know that it just takes so much time and it just takes so much energy. And I need to have a team of people who can help me really, like, get all of this out. Because I am a girl who appreciates time. Okay, here we go. So, I know, I'm like, the paper behind this is going to be really messed up, but it's okay. Clearly, as you can see, my style is not clean cut. Never has, never really will be. Possibly, who knows? Maybe. Okay, so what we're gonna do is have just a little bit of blue. Just a little bit. I still want this like eyeballs to look more upward, but maybe like this for the first maybe for the first drawing of Itilin it shouldn't be like too scary. Because I can make it scarier, but this is already a lot. I can tell you guys are kind of getting stressed out already. That's what I was missing. Oh yeah, the eye socket, the actual like eye socket. Or at least the bone structure of that. Yeah, that's what I was missing. And it's still protruding, but it still needs the line to really make it like absolutely obvious that yeah, this thing is emancipated for sure. It's not something that you don't want to look like this. You don't want to look like this. You really don't. You really don't. Okay, guys. And they're not eyebrows. It looks like eyebrows, but it's just like the bridge to the nose, and it's just like moving all the way up. Up there. Oh my gosh. Do like a little. Honestly, this is what like I fear is gonna kill me at night. Like this is exactly what happens in my brain all the time. I don't know why. I really have no idea why. It's really quite annoying actually. It looks like I'm doing eyelashes, but really I'm just like making the bone like have it like really protruding outward, like really protruding outwards. Like I probably would do a side profile just to have you guys like see like how his face really is structured. I feel like you guys, well, I definitely will have that for sure. I know I just see it in the TV show, in the first season. That definitely has this. This monster only comes up in the first season, really. So that's you don't have to worry about this monster being in the whole show. Like this is like way too much for the whole show. But you know, it is a thing that does exist. I think I want to like finally shade the mouth and the inside of the mouth. It's time. Because again, his mouth and his eyes are very hollow. It needs to be abundantly clear here. And I'm using Brun Foncé. Brun Foncé. I definitely think I should be finished within 20 minutes. That's my goal. this creature is definitely more yellow than black. You will, again, it has pretty much taken over Leahy's body, so that's why that is the case, because Leahy has, is pretty pale, he has blonde hair, so obviously, his demon would look very similar to that, or just a more demented looking version of him. Okay, so let's make his, again, more protruding, more mask-like. Okay, mask-like. And at the end of the day, this is you can say that it's just lines on a paper and whatever, but I feel like this is a little bit more than that. You guys tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, where's my black? This is looking a little too muddled. Let's be a little more defined here. First of all, let's again, skeleton-like creature, meaning that the eye sockets are crazy, crazy big. Okay, that's good enough. That is honestly too much right now. That is enough of that. So we're gonna move on to the chest. A little collarbone, just kind of hiding behind the chin. No big deal. Really, no big deal. Collarbone's going into the shoulder. I like how my sweet voice is like describing like the anatomy of a demon. It's like, yeah, and then that happens, and like the muscles are there. It's like, what is this? It really isn't that scary once you like really dissect it. That's why I love science. It's like it's just not that scary once you really dissect it. All right, here we go. And the rib cage is like a little bit hidden there, so we're not gonna go into it really. I just know that it is there, obviously, and that we're gonna do, because the light is still shining, we're gonna leave some shading open. I just remembered, like, oh yeah, I can't like shade the whole thing. Sorry if I'm blocking it. I'll try to transition more so here. Have his fingers go a little bit inward. So obviously he's still on the wall. He's not really on the ground. Imagine like this being like the ceiling. not as hard as you think it is. We're just chilling here. Ain't no worries. Finally going into the actual shading that really matters, the very, 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 very dark spots. So I'm sharpening more so now because I'm just using a lot of black. This black is going to be gone by the time I finish this, unfortunately, but I know how this goes. Luckily, people give me art supplies all the time, thankfully. So it's like I'm never really without a color. It's just if I get on these spurts like this where I'm like drawing every day, then it gets kind of crazy because like, oh, I really can't even like do a drawing because I don't have any black or any blue. I drew everything beforehand. So this is why I do what I do. This is why I'm using all of the colors so that I'm even able to keep it up. Because if I just continue to use the same colors, then I'm leaving like, you know, the greens and the oranges and the this and the that. It's like, no, like these other colors need love too. That's what I do. Maybe he should have like his like back leg like be like leaning down and like resting, or like being like the rest to his middle leg here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, again, sharp, bony legs. And this, maybe he's like grabbing onto himself. Again, like this, obviously most demons are obsessed with themselves, so let's have him just keep grabbing at his yeah, let's have that happen. Let's make that happen. Yep, that was pretty good. Okay. At this point in time, white is going to be our best friend, because the more white you got, the more defined the feature will be. I'm looking at his face specifically. It's like, oh yeah, I don't even really need to work on his face anymore because this is a completely white creature, and you know, you just don't need to. You just don't need it. Like I have white, but like it would just make it like I mean, it would create like the layering effect that we definitely need, but right now, it would just like, I'm not ready to like do all the white here yet. You know, it just makes it too defined. It needs to be like sketched out first, and then it can go back and get defined. Because it really is already very intense right now, and I don't want to scare myself, so I'm not trying to like do too much the first time around. I mean, I've been sketching this thing like in my journal, but just like a quick sketch. It's not nothing too serious. But this is like the big paper. So you know how that goes. Go big or go home. We're gonna make the muscle here. We're not gonna use too much brown, but we're gonna just do like a little bit. Smudge, smudge, smudge. And then in a moment, I'm gonna put a lot of yellow up on here. We did enough blue. There's enough blue here for sure. So next step is to do the yellow. Again, this picture has yellow tones primarily, and then red tones secondarily. Keep forgetting the wall too. Now the walls probably will really do the white here some good. And then also the white. Maybe that leg should have like. Yep, exactly what I'm gonna do. It's like right here. Just in preparation for the light, we're already gonna put the dashes from the wall back there. I tend to forget to do this to include the light. I really do. That's why I'm bad at shading. But you know, you live and you learn. That's all it is. And of course the lines get bigger and bigger the closer it gets to the actual object. They should be very small and minute down there. It should honestly be a stippling effect there, because the light source is coming from there. Honestly, you can even do like that. Yeah, that's fun too. If you want to be even faster with stippling, use your thumb to like just like wiggle it around. Yeah. If you're angry at the paper, it's okay. It's okay just to be like, oh, I'm just tired of this. Just like eat the paper out. At this point, The paper is its own creature at this point. It's its own life form. So you have to appease it now. Do not stipple on the creature. Please don't do that. The creature only has lashes, really. I know I did it a couple of times in the beginning, but now I'm not doing that. And you really shouldn't do it at all. If anything, you should be slashing it. Trying to, like, kill it. Like, just, like, slash it. Like, get away from here. Itilin, get away. You know? And, like, no, we don't want you here. I'm showing you guys how to slay demons, essentially. This TV show is about slaying demons. If you couldn't get that. It's not about loving them, it's about slaying them, killing them, making them die. Because they're out there. Again, white is going to be your best friend at the moment. Please remember that. Because I forget this all the time. I know, they're going to fall. I know. I just need some room here. So imagine like paint, like old paint from wall is like cracking and shutting because it's in a pretty decrepit place. And this actually requires a lot more patience here to do the wall. So I have to be a little more patient here and do like very light zigzags and, you know, this type of stuff here. So please bear with me. This is the boring part, at least for me it is. I don't like doing zigzags. And it's okay to put a little bit more pressure and some of the zigzags, but for the most part they should be very, very light. Like, honestly not even possible to tell. As you can probably see, I tried to do another method of just randomizing it. That didn't work. It just made it look too playish. This is more realistic than anything else. So also know what style you're going for. If you're going for the more traditional look, you have to be a little more patient at times like these. If you want to go for the playful look, the more animated look, then you would be doing all the random stuff here. But this is not that kind of a show. This is a real show with real people in it. And it's probably going to be computer generated when it actually becomes actualized. I highly doubt there'll be a person who can actually go on the walls unless it's Doug Jones from Pan's Labyrinth and like The Shape of Water. Like, he's actually really cool. Like, I saw him on movie fights on Screen Junkies, and he's a really cool guy. He's the only guy that I think that can actually pull off this creature, because he's like the guy that does that, the whole like the eyeballs and like the thing there, like that creature, the white creature. That honestly, I think that's also where I got my inspiration from this. Cause I saw that movie and it, like, yeah, it's pretty depressing. It's not even traumatizing. It's just depressing, kind of boring. But you know. Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I really am. That guy. He directed that film. Which, by the way, he does have the same style that I do, or I have the same style as he does. Like, very dark fantasy, mixed with realism, mixed with strife and a little bit of romance. has a little bit of drama, some comedy thrown in there every now and again. Like slice of life. Those are my favorite, and tragedy. Those are my favorite genres. This actually has a little bit of science and sci-fi in it, so it's not just a fantasy. It definitely starts off like that, but it's definitely, when you, by the second season, especially when you get to the second season, and you get to like the water world, then you really start to see, oh, this is like a very advanced culture. It's just, we just saw like the grunt of it, or the brute of it. The very like underground area of the entire world. But this world is actually pretty similar to ours. In more ways than one. In more ways than one. Okay. I'm just doing this wall is gonna just kill me, but I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, I really am. So once I finish like all the zigzags and stuff, it will be worth it. Let me make sure. I got my phone plugged in, so hopefully it is still running. Yep, we're still going. How's it look on the camera? It looks pretty good on camera. Okay. By the way, if you're concerned about me drawing on the floor, don't be. I don't need an ISO, like an easel or whatever. I've done like chalk drawing on the ground, and stuff like that. Like, trust me. I'm used to doing the Asian squat, and it's basically the only squat that I know. Okay, yeah, let's finally get this, let's get this going here. Let's get these fingers going. This is a crazy big finger. That one just disappears off into the wilderness. You don't see it. Then there's another one that is very similar. It goes up even further. More elongated. And then we got the palms. Gross palms. Basically, like, each hand is like its own spider. Yes, so we are very, very close to being done. Can I just say I'm so proud of my hair too? You guys, okay, wait. Oh, this is a side note. I didn't mean to do like a commercial break, but let me just tell you guys really quick. Let me drink some water first too. So these products have been my saving grace, honestly. Argan oil by Jolie Rock. Vanilla lavender shea butter. Okay, by the house on White Oak. Barking Goat Farm Skin Unscented milk cream. And the cacao butter by Nalani. So, or Nalani. Nalani. They smell good, they are good. My hair, my skin, they love it. Links are down below, that's all I gotta say. To those specific ones. And this is liquid gold. Literally liquid gold. So, yeah. My skin and my hair is feeling way more hydrated, way more healthier, smells better. Honestly, I gotta get Nalani's deodorant thing because I want to use more natural deodorant, and they do have some, so I'll be getting that soon. Okay, commercial break over. For those of you guys who like to watch back on my videos, and yeah, um, I like who I like. I do business with people that I like. That's all that is. That's all that is. Jesus, Jesus. You have to have like a twitch in your hand to like do this wall here. Okay, so I know 20 minutes has been up. This will take another 20 minutes. Just to let y'all know. Just to let you guys know. I know. This is very, very therapeutic for me because I've been really having a hard time sleeping. I keep seeing this thing when I close my eyes, and it's just like, it's just too much for one person to handle. So, God told me to draw it, use my talent and draw it, and that's what I shall do. Just gotta breathe. It's like due time, people will see. When I see, work on it a little bit more, help people out a little bit more, help people out a little bit more, and then you'll be just fine. You and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. Oh, oh, Mr. Huckleberry, my anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Mr. Huckleberry, my anthem. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't play that song. I can't sing that song right now. Oh my god, that's my mood though. That's my mood though. Hot girl or hot girl bummer. Hot girl bummer? Just say a hot girl bummer summer. Yeah. Because it's gonna be a bummer summer if I'm like if we're still stuck in the house. Well, we're gonna be grateful. We're gonna be grateful. We're safe and sound in the house. Who would have thunk? That's all I gotta say. Who would have thunk this year would have turned out like this? Oh my gosh! This is so hilarious, honestly. This is crazy. Like, Jesus, were we really that bad? Yeah, we were. Already know the answer to that. You know you were. That question stuff. It's a hot girl family anthem, turning it off into attention. It's a hot girl social office, the set that I can listen by your lights. I'm superhuman high. You. I'm through. I'm through. I'm through. It's that hot girl anthem running up and down my tangent. honestly gonna have to go to the bathroom soon, so I may have to end this prematurely. But that's no big deal. We can continue the live stream tomorrow. That is no big deal. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. I'll end it off with this, right? If I had a choice, if I had all the money in the world, what would I do with it, right? Like, let's say if I had $10,000, which is a good chance that I may get very soon. I think what I want to do is travel and then just draw, and then just have people watch, and then when I'm done drawing, get some water, eat, and then dance to K-pop. Dance to some music, have a speaker, and just dance, and then sit down and write. Just be like a spectacle, and be like decked out in like gothic clothing, and maybe sometimes I'll do like the schoolgirl thing with the pink bubblegum pop, 지fen 여자 친구래, like, but you know, obviously my mood is not that right now. I have to get like white contacts too. I have to definitely get those. I need white contacts, the black to zone me out. And my braids are coming. My yarn, braids are coming. Trust me. It's just the mail. I bought it. It's just the mail. With that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. And until next time, is it 10 minutes? No. 10 ciao. I don't know the ciao. 안녕. Thanks guys for watching. 안녕. So you guys can get a closer look at that. Oh geez, that's actually really there.